In a secluded valley of the eastern Peloponnese, the remnants of Epidaurus' grand healing sanctuary stand as a testament to an ancient world once dedicated to health and spiritual rejuvenation. This sanctuary wasn't a hospital by modern standards, but a sacred space devoted to Asclepius, the Greek god of healing, and it attracted visitors from across Greece and beyond, drawn by the area's salubrious climate, natural mineral springs, and skilled practitioners. Rather than conventional medical treatments, those who sought healing at Epidaurus entered a mystical environment where medicine was intertwined with spirituality. The sanctuary's roots trace back to the coastal city of Epidaurus, and its historical significance extends through myths and writings. Homer first mentions Asclepius in the Iliad, written around the 8th century BCE, where Asclepius is depicted as a revered healer with two sons serving as physicians in the Greek army. Though Homer's verses portray him as a mortal, by later centuries Asclepius had ascended to godhood. Asclepius was believed to be the son of Apollo and Coronis, a mortal princess from Thessaly. However, the story of his birth is laced with drama. When Coronis fell in love with another man, Ischus, Apollo was enraged and sent his sister, Artemis, to kill her. As Coronis's body lay on the funeral pyre, Apollo intervened, saving their unborn son by performing what we might now call the first cesarean section. In this extraordinary act, Asclepius's birth was itself an act of healing intervention. Yet ancient sources offer other interpretations. Some accounts suggest Coronis abandoned her child near Epidaurus due to the stigma of his illegitimacy, and others name his mother as Arsinoe, daughter of Leucippus, and place his birthplace in Messenia on the Peloponnese's southwestern coast. Eventually, however, the oracle declared Epidaurus as his true birthplace, and the people accepted this. Apollo raised the motherless Asclepius himself, teaching him the secrets of medicinal plants and herbs. Additionally, Asclepius received instruction from Chiron, the wise centaur of Mount Pelion, and quickly became a master healer, renowned for raising the practice of medicine to unprecedented heights. Eventually, he grew so skilled that he could reportedly revive the dead, a power granted, some say, by the goddess Athena, who gifted him Medusa's blood. According to legend, blood from Medusa's right side veins could heal and even resurrect, while blood from the left side was deadly. One popular story about Asclepius's power tells of him restoring Glaucus, a deceased hero, to life. Observing a snake revive its dead companion by placing a special herb upon it, Asclepius was inspired to use the same plant on Glaucus, successfully bringing him back from the underworld. Snakes thus became sacred to Asclepius and were often depicted with him as symbols of renewal and healing, and the ancient Greeks associated them with health. As his fame grew, Asclepius was worshipped as a god throughout Greece, and temples dedicated to him, called Asclepieia, emerged in many regions. His principal sanctuary at Epidaurus, established in the 6th century BCE, was built on grounds sacred to healing deities since prehistoric times. In its golden era during the 4th and 3rd centuries BCE, this site would draw thousands of seekers from across the Mediterranean. Upon entering the sanctuary, visitors had to first undergo katharsis, or purification. This ritual included several days of cleansing baths and a strict diet, which could last up to 6 days. Once purified, individuals prepared for incubation, a unique form of dream therapy where they slept within the abaton or dormitory. In this hypnotic state, often believed to be enhanced by hallucinogens, the patient would receive a dream vision, frequently featuring Asclepius or his divine children, who would reveal cures or insights into their ailments. In cases where a clear vision didn't come, patients would describe their dreams to a priest, who then offered interpretations and prescribed treatments. Remedies might involve bathing in the mineral springs, engaging in physical exercise at the gymnasium, or taking specific medicinal herbs. In more complex cases, surgical procedures were performed under what may have been early forms of anesthesia. These rituals of healing combine the mystical with the practical, providing a uniquely holistic approach to health. The Epidaurus sanctuary was an architectural marvel. The main temple, adorned with ivory and gold, housed a majestic statue of Asclepius seated on a throne, one hand holding a staff entwined with a snake, and the other resting upon a dog, both animals symbolizing healing and guardianship. The sanctuary grounds also featured the tholos, a circular structure with an underground labyrinth, the stadium for athletic competitions, and the renowned theater, which still seats audiences today and can hold up to 14,000 people. Every 4 years, people flocked here for the Pan-Hellenic Asclepius festival, celebrating with music, drama, and athletic contests. For those seeking cures, offerings were made in gratitude, often in the form of roosters or goats or small votive objects symbolizing the healed body part. Tablets bearing inscriptions of cured ailments were also common. One such tablet records the story of a man named Curtius Callus, who attributed his restored hearing to the god's intervention. The sanctuary at Epidaurus flourished even under Roman rule. However, its decline began in the late Empire. In 395 CE, it was raided by the Goths, and in 426, Emperor Theodosius II ordered the closure of all pagan sanctuaries. Briefly converted into a Christian healing center, the sanctuary was eventually abandoned following 2 devastating earthquakes in the 6th century CE.